What's going on, guys? Brandon here. We're going to go through a couple swing trade ideas. It is Monday the 13th, about just close near the end of the day here. We're taking a peek at the SPY right now. You see it's starting to reject here late day at our blue resistance line that I have charted out here. It's been stair-stepping up there and had a nice rejection at the 200 EMA. Down to the 50 right now. It looks kind of bearish from its nice bull run this morning. I'm going to look for it to level off and hopefully hold pre-market support right here at this 282.70. Be watching it for the rest of the day here. Facebook is going to correspond with this today. If Facebook decides to hold the 200 EMA throughout the rest of the day here, I will take a couple contracts out for the long side, judging by the daily that we are looking at here. From the gap down, we do have substantial support that it had bounced off of today around or yesterday from the 178 90s area. It's a split candle here at this bull top, and now that we moved up here to this 180 level, pretty much even after this hard rejection, we have this top wick of this bull and this bear candle here, this huge engulfing letdown here, rejection under the 200. So both these things are going to come in the support play in this 180 area. Now, I was hoping 180 and a quarter would hold up here on Facebook. We were over it. We had bounced on it a couple times today. I wasn't quite sure about the entry here because it's at yesterday's close, and that is good support, and it was directly at 180 and a quarter. So I was going to see what it did at VWAP late day here. So I'm waiting on here to see if it holds this 180 50s. This will be my first risk. If it starts holding the 200 EMA bullish and kind of bounces in between here in the VWAP, I will be taking it, and the first position risk will be at 180.50. That'll be a stop out. If you do want to risk 180.25 and size accordingly, that's totally okay as well, and risk break of the lows if you want to at 180 again. So look for 180 hold in Facebook on the way up. Apple, of course, hitting all-time highs, looping here at the VWAP. I'm waiting for this to come down. We have a trend line off our second high here. We're going to run it through the reds and be watching this the rest of the day here. Again, I'm going to see if this trend holds true. Purple line at 209.25 is what I'll be watching for support. If it decides to hold up there and looks like a bull run and starts to break through this trend line, has trouble at 210, kind of stays under it, and falls below, I'll take some contracts near the end of the day under VWAP here to try to get a relaxed day. But just a quick peek at the SPY here. I want to see, I just seen my notification go off, so it broke through the 50. So checking this out in real time right now. I don't want to see it any lower than 282.40s here. I like to see that bounce come in because this might just be a intraday sell-off here to hold these EMAs. I want to see this thing chop around, come up, maybe fail a couple more times to the blue line, and continue higher, because on the daily it does look like we are coming into some bounce action here. It is under the 9. Let me switch to the 4 hour. That's what I was looking at, I think. Yep, okay, so on the 4 hour here, we're starting to kind of hold this 100-day on the 4 hour. Had a couple of breakthroughs. Today had a bigger sell-off, but got shot right back up. So I'd like to see some kind of consolidation here and start to move up ultimately above this 283 level that we have marked off here. I'll get real bullish on most of my tech swings. We rejected it once today, but following today and tomorrow, watching for entries Monday, Tuesday. SPY at this 283 level is when we're looking for the most. Like to color Tesla real quick here. I had to chart it out for 350 on a bounce play today, and I missed it. And I was at the gym. I had a perfect 350 bounce play. If this thing does start to hit its secondary rejection of the day here, up at this resistance, it's going to be 360. Dead nuts. Depending on how the sell-off looks on Tesla today, if it comes down, starts holding yesterday's close, and again, this blue support line I have marked out here at 355, this will be my secondary entry. I'll get long on it with a couple contracts and risk the break a low. Again, it'll be very small size. This thing is going to be nuts with all the movement and buyout rumors and this and that, whatnot. So you can always take your trends from pre-market, first red candle, and this is this end of day strategy I like to use here to start these swings off on Monday. See how it reacts to this trend line right here, right? So look for it to bounce in between VWAP. If it holds yesterday's close on this blue line support, I'll be taking contracts up and hopefully not dip too far back in after hours here and continue upwards tomorrow with a bull run on Tesla. And then a couple other non-techs. Looking at Soda, this thing had ran off earnings, and we were playing this a little bit here and there throughout the week. And this thing, as you can see, are just respecting the 9 super crazily, and it's starting to get wicky, right? Last couple days here. I want to say this thing is gonna have a relax day very soon. Don't try to pick the top on it. Try to pick a position where it starts closing under. Okay, so my position we're gonna be looking at is gonna be that 128 and a quarter, just about here on the wick, right? So 128.61. I want to see the body here. That's why I said a quarter right there. So 128 quarter. I can always mark that off as well. The secondary body. Once we start getting closes on between these two levels on SOTA, I might take some put options on here. Okay, it's starting to happen right now. So I have my tab open and ready to do some trades on that as well as I'm making this video. But SOTA to the short side has to have a relax day. Okay, lower high setup here. Run down, see how it interacts with the 100 and the 200 day, and I'm going to look for a relaxed day on SOTA, take that to the downside. Okay, TTD is one that everybody traded after the huge earnings run up. This thing is a monster mover, right? So this thing puts in like serious dollar amount candles, so size vary accordingly to this. Very accordingly. This is another relax. I think this is too high. I think it's extended. You see a lot of the support bounces through yesterday and then today, along with here. If you see this thing start to break down slowly but surely, and maybe even not today, but tomorrow, catch up with the 200 EMA and start failing this double top right here. Okay, so we're going to try to do this live and start doing these trend lines not all set up. I'm going to start marking these as we go. That's a little easier for you guys. So the orange resistance line here, look for another fail up towards here. We already got a nice fail rejection here, so it is bearish. So I'm going to start a position short on TTD. Very small, very small. This thing is low float, and even though the price, this thing puts in dollars on dollars on dollars in some of these candles. So size appropriately. So I'll be looking to the downside on here. Okay. 50 is already broken through the VWAP. It's going down to the 100. It's kind of messing around right now. I'm looking for it to start dumping out here. If I can get a suck back up on the 9 and lower day here, and it starts failing this low day, 124.60 to 124.50, these two lines right here. I want to see it to start breaking through here again. And of course, when I'm sizing quarterly, I'm going to be risking the recovery of the resistances. So you start paying attention to all these wicks right here. We got double wick action here, and then the next one, there's 2 red, is going to be right here. Okay, these two resistance levels are going to be 125.60, 126.12. Those are the two levels I'm going to be looking for to risk my short. I'm going to be going short here, bounce around here. If it does happen to start recovering up here at 126 there, I'm going to take it off and look for another entry to fail, most likely yesterday's close, or if we got another bull run in it tomorrow, as high as this orange line. If I get a triple top on this, I'll take the short again. That's about all I got for you guys today. I'll see you in the morning, Tuesday. Thanks.